share a little bit about my spiritual journey with everyone. It started in 2009, and I was a hospice volunteer, and I really wanted to do something that would, kind of change my direction. At that point in my life, I felt I was kind of going down a path that wasn't really good. It was not positive for me and for my future. So I felt that, I needed to change direction. So I really wanted to go like the total opposite direction. So I figured like doing something like volunteering for a hospital would be awesome. So I did, back in 2009, decided to be a volunteer. And actually I couldn't get in right away. So I decided, well, wow. And my spirit was just, so disappointed because I couldn't get in, and I just sat there, and all of a sudden there was like this, almost like a voice that came to me and said like, check hospice. And I was like, check hospice, okay? And I was like, okay, well, I don't know where that came from, but I'll do it. So I checked with hospice, and certainly, yeah, they were like, yeah, we'll take you. We have more patients than we do volunteers. So I got right in, but I was so afraid when I got right in. I was like, I don't think I want to be around people that are dying. This is not what I want to do. But Spirit was speaking to me, saying like, this is what you should do. You just do it. And I was like, okay. So I did it, and I went through the trainings, and there was a lot of fear for me in the trainings, and I wanted to just kind of just back out all the time, but I just kept going. I was like, I gotta trust this information that's being given to me. I'm not sure where it's coming from. It's speaking to my heart, speaking to my soul. It's even speaking to me literally where I hear it too. So that was a very out of the norm for me too. Okay, so I basically continued the training, and my coordinator told me, don't be worried. People don't typically die when their volunteers are there because you're not there enough out of a day for them to just die. You're only there like 2 hours a week. So what are the chances? Like, okay, he's like, I've been doing this for 30 years, so it's probably not going to happen. It's maybe happened 2 or 3 times. And I said, okay, and I started feeling confident again. And so they set me up for my first patient visit, and I was driving out to her house. As I was driving, I was in the car, and I was just like, praying. I was like, I can do this. You can do this. And then all of a sudden it was like, you can do this, but she's going to die. And I was like, okay, well, who said that? I was in the car by myself. So I was like, who said that to me? And is this really going to happen? Because if it does, I started to panic, and I was just like, okay, ignore that, Sharon. You did not hear that. Just keep driving. And as I opened the car door, again, I heard she's going to die. Puzzled for a second. I was just paused, and I said, I know I heard that. So I couldn't deny the fact that I didn't hear that at that point. But I just shook it off and ignored it. So make a long story short, she did pass away, and it was very frightening for me because, I knew it, I think, but I didn't believe it, but it happened. And I started to have these experiences quite often as a volunteer. I would go see a patient, and I would just start to know exactly that they would pass and when they would pass. And then that eventually started to make me wonder what was going on with me spiritually. That decided to make me want to research, understand about the communication I was having with spirit. And that's kind of what led me to where I am today. That was the turning point, being a hospice volunteer. That kind of is a turning point on me really understanding my spiritual side. And that was the heftiest part of my spiritual journey that made me start to seek. And I started to study different mentors, read different books, and I just became on this spiritual seeking journey after that. And that started in 2009, and I learned a lot. I'm so filled with knowledge, and I want to share it. And